What's that?
No,
hey, Glenn, one thing you can bring up is because of the current markets, you could start.
We're going live now, actually. What was that, John?
I was just saying that you could bring up the privacy coin stuff right now. So if you look at market cap, we've noticed a rise or increase in Dash and in Monero. So it could be a good point to start seeing the signs of privacy coins.
Okay, yeah, we'll have a look at that.
But Russell knows more about that.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm starting to call on privacy coins a bit like how you did really the other day, Glenn. That I referred to what you said the other night, and like when we was talking about generally how the market's going and what's more profitable to mine. Well, you can see it's not profitable to mine ETH anymore.
That's right.
And I mean, really, that's I think there's a big hole in it now. And certainly because of the way all these ICOs have been behaving, the bad actors within that group, starting to see bigger players muscle in now, like Microsoft. Sooner or later, there is going to be an alternative. And, I don't know whether it's going to be I don't think it's going to be EOS, okay, because they got their bad actors as well. They created a lot of this.
They're not really a privacy coin, though, are they?
No, but I'm just saying to you, people have been thinking about ICOs and looking for the long shot, right, for getting their platforms launched on Android devices, so it's accessible generally for everybody. Yeah. And that's that whole impetus. That was the whole force behind the whole of the ICO thing. Not just that there was alternative fundraisers, but I'm just saying, as a tool, it's been sunk, and now there's no reward. They cut the rewards and cutting down. Obviously going to edge out the GPU miners now. So this is not the end at all of the crush. This squeeze that we're in at the moment, and I think certainly keep an eye out certainly over the next 3 or 4 weeks, because you're going to start to see a lot of the ICOs that were raised quite a lot of the money. I mean, a lot have already dropped them in the last 30 days. There's been 500,000 ETH floated. ICOs that were raised in the last month, right? Ooh. And that's a lot of ETH. So you can see where the dumps come from. It's clear. But as I say, there are still some bad actors out there, and they're going to be unearthed. And you'll see ETH take a bit more of a hit, I think.
You think it's going to go down further than where it's at now?
I can see 150.
Yeah, I think it is, absolutely.
All right, I don't know when it's going to be, but give it a few weeks and we're going to be there, yeah?
We're going to see a little pump.
Yeah, we'll see a pump, and then we'll edge out all the weekends. People are thinking that, we're on another pump rally for the altcoins, but forget about it, because it ain't happening. All right, you can already see the percentages over the last 7 days are indicating, right, that any pump right now is going to, it's just going to be devastating if it pulls back. I think what we're going to see for the next couple of days will be here. We'll range around here for the next couple of days. We might see a pump later on in the next few hours. I don't know, but it's going to go. Whoops, you've gone off. This video's gone off.
Has it?
Yeah, it's gone off. Yeah, but in any event, I think what you'll see over the next few days, is like it will stay like this. Maybe a little pump later, in the week. Then it'll come back down again. Maybe go lower. And then next week, God knows what's going to happen, but you'll start to see all these ICOs. There'll be some bad news coming out, I think, about a lot of these products that are out there at the moment. It'll bring it down even more, man. You know what I mean? Because everybody's thinking, shit, well, I've got my money invested in that. And you were saying to me, interestingly enough, before about the ARB. Well, maybe that's got some stamina, that.
Well, maybe if they
I mean, as a platform, I don't see actually anything wrong with it, because it seems to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, about what did I say? About 1% a day, almost 1% a day.
Yeah, well, but what do you want more? Do you want 1% a day? Fuck me. What did they get out of BitConnect?
He's getting greedy. He wants more.
I want 2% a day.
He wants an extra zero.
Video, mate.
He wants 10% a day.
What happened to your video, Glenn?
I think I just actually let me start this.
Did he censor the content? Do you think?
No. I've cocked up. So I tried doing I tried doing one of their YouTube like live events where you can click on someone's page and it says going live in like 1 hour 20 minutes, you know, that sort of thing. But I didn't realise actually it's two separate things. So I'm actually streaming live now on my channel. The other video I just tried taking down. So actually I think I had two live streams running at the same time. So hopefully you guys will find it, alright? We've got 4 watching now. We've got Roberts. He's joined in. He said, "Hi Glenn, ICOs are panic selling their Ethereum." And Fryer says, "Hey guys." So thanks for joining, guys. Let's start off. So this is our late night crypto chat show that we like to do once a week on a Sunday night where we can just chill out. I haven't got a beer. I wish I had a beer actually. Have you guys? What are you on?
I left it tonight.
Oh, did you? Some of you like to have a smoke. Some of you like to have a beer.
Oh, I've got my weed on. Don't worry about that. Got my smoke on.
So you didn't
Don't go anywhere without my smoke on, man.
But any of you watching, thanks for joining. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, the like button, whatever you want to call it. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. So this is our late night show where we just chat about anything crypto. The show isn't really structured in any way. I've just obviously invited you guys to join the Discord group or in the live chat, whatever you prefer. And obviously we can chat anything crypto for the next hour or so, I suppose. So guys, what do you think of these markets? Obviously we started off talking about the markets just before we went live. But Russell, how do you feel? Your prediction went last Sunday when we did this live chat. You said that Bitcoin would drop down to 6,800 around Wednesday, and you were spot on the money. So big congrats.
It came down more though, and that was beyond my expectations, really.
So you never actually expected it to go this low?
No, not at all. But then, you know, I did say to you next week there was going to be some movement next week. So this is probably the prelude to next week. You know, this is just probably the beginning.
So Russell's had this prediction. Oh, you don't mind me sharing it online, do you? What you told me. Well, so Russell has this prediction that something big is going to happen in the world of crypto around about the 17th of September, and you've been calling it for what, 2-3 weeks now?
A lot longer. 6 weeks. I'm not saying anything really big's going. You know, like there's going to be some.
You did, Russell. You promised. You said blood on the streets or massive gains.
No. There's going to be losses.
You reckon it's just going to go down, down?
I forecast that bad actors are coming out. You know, a lot of exposure figures coming out in the news. You know, be some bad news coming out and stuff. And also the hash rate's just going to skyrocket. You know, as well. That's all. It's all correlated. It's all part of the same picture. But now you've seen what's happened to Ethereum. Expect more. You know, expect more losses.
More losses coming next week. So today is September the 9th. So you're saying in the next 8 days, you think there's going to be even bigger drops?
Yeah.
I mean, actually,
preparing for that week, you know, like the week 17 onwards, and they're getting towards the end of the month. But I mean, you know what, right? Some of these patterns are predictable as well. You know, like the middle of the month, towards the end of the month, when you come to the end of the month, and the futures contracts are all closing and shit, you know, so.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to try and bear in mind all those different things at the same time. You know what I mean? But as I said to you before, I do think that we've got a bit of a squeeze going on, and likelihood is that the ETH and Litecoin's going down soon.
Why do you think Litecoin's going down?
Well, I think it will. I mean, I don't know how much further it's going to get past 50, like to say $40, right? But it could do. You know, and I just don't know. All right, what I can say to you about Bitcoin right now is that that's in a sticky position as well. You know, that could easily come down $600, no problem.
I would say that, you know, obviously you guys know I don't do any technical analysis, and I'm not clever enough to pretend that I do. But this dump that just came out of almost nowhere, you know, from 7,400 off, you know, if anything, I thought we were heading towards 8K, and it just came down so quick, like just all of a sudden, boom, like, you know, we were past below 7K, and then obviously all the way down to 6.3. But then, I mean, that's Bitcoin, and Bitcoin obviously I don't think has suffered as bad as some of the others out there. Some of them, I mean, Ripple is down to, at one point, I swear it was down to 22 cents. Ethereum obviously dropped below $200 earlier on this morning. I think it was at $190. You know, some of them really, really dumped, like really hard. So,
punishment.
Yeah. If anything, I think Bitcoin it's not done too bad compared to some of the others out there. Let's just say that. I mean, if you look at Ethereum in the last 7 days, has dropped 32% in the last week. Bitcoin Cash has dropped 23% in the last week. Actually, a lot of them have dropped over 20% in the last 7 days. And it's just, some of them, Bitcoin Dark has gone up 223%.
Yeah, that was a sleeper, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. I like that.
What was the other?
There's another reason as well. I say, yeah, I call out for the privacy coins as well, like you did the other night. I think it's a good idea to start thinking about that now. You know?
I think pretty much any projects where there isn't someone spearheading it, so like a chief developer or a CEO or anything like that. So Monero, no one actually knows who actually created Monero. So I think Monero is going to inherently always be one of the top privacy coins. Obviously got Bitcoin.
Yeah, you see how Dash is making a comeback.
What's that? Sorry.
You see how Dash is making a comeback.
Yeah, Dash has had some good gains this week, but I believe that's because there wasn't Dash. What's that country that's suffering with hyperinflation at the moment?
Argentina.
Well, that'll be Venezuela.
Venezuela, yeah.
Yeah, it was either Venezuela or Argentina, but Dash went in there straight away and were like advertising quite heavily in that region. That Dash is actually a more stable currency than their.
I think Digibyte did that too.
Yeah, and Digibyte had a good. Yeah, I remember they had a good pump as well. So that's really good because they're actually making, you know, they're going out there and doing stuff with their currency, which I think is awesome. But I think inherently, people are going to be introduced to, say, let's say people that have never heard of cryptocurrency, they get introduced to this thing called Dash. Eventually, they're going to look into it a bit further and they're going to go, oh, Bitcoin's the #1. Oh, I might as well get that.
Well, what I recommend anybody does, right, is if they want to know more about Dash, I mean, if you want, if you want to see something about the kind of people that have adopted it, is to go on to RT or go onto the YouTube and look for RT on the Great American Pilgrimage with Max Kaiser and Stephen Baldwin, and you'll get to see some of the people that are actually using that, and kind of communities. It's because the communities that are using it and that over there in the States, and it's you'll see some quite interesting stuff in there. Not that it's all crypto related, but I mean, people picked up on it quite a while ago over there. You know what I'm saying? And they are using it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good for the space, though.
Sorry?
I think that's good for the space overall.
Well, yeah. I mean, people like I'm just talking like people, loggers and just ordinary people.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what we need. We need the average
Joe.
Joe.
Are we live right now? Because I don't see it on the.
No, we're not live. No,
we're not. Hang on a minute. Let me. Well, we've got one person watching us, which is quite low compared to normal.
I can't see anything. I have to actually find it.
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to